Yeah, guys, in this video session, we have to see about the questions from the 16 to 20th. These questions based on advanced levels, GCE ordinary level, 2021-22 past paper. And additionally, I have to tell something that means these 16 to 20th questions are based on database management system. So generally, when we are coming under the topic database management system, in ordinary level syllabus, we are having Microsoft Access for the practical parts for these databases. So specifically, when we are trying to explain those, we are doing with the things or the stuffs with the relational database. So relational database means these are the kind of databases. They are making the data and they are maintaining the data into the table format. So in here you can see multiple tables here, but I'm taking the subject table as the example here. In addition to do that, the vertical parts of the table we called as columns. So these are considered as columns. Sometimes we are classifying these as a fields. So the vertical parts are known as fields or columns. So when we are looking about that, the horizontal part, we called these as about rows. Sometimes we are knowing about these one as a records. So this is a thing. So small parts of the every table. So that may be a teacher name, that may be a subject name or subject ID, whatever. The small parts of this relational database table we called as table. So this one called as data. Sorry, data. So this is a kind of table, isn't it? So this one is a table. So multiple tables are combined here. So the collection of tables we are calling database. So that's why the 16th one they are asking about the basic stuffs about the databases. So this is the part they are asking. So one by one I will explain. The first table or the first statement they are asking, which of the following statements are correct regarding to the relational databases? A record is a collection of fields. So once we are making in an arrangement, the small part of the database is called as data. Previously I explained you. The thing is data is the smallest part in the database. So once you are making as a collection of data, the columns will be created or the fields. So data are combined and making a field. So multiple fields are combined and making a record. Making a record. So multiple records are making a table. Multiple tables are making a database. So in here they are asking or they are statements according to the record is collection of fields. So this one is correct. The record collection of fields, the statement is correct. The table is collection of records. The table is collection of records. That statement also correct. The relational database is a collection of tables. Relational database is a collection of tables. That one is correct. So A, B, C, all statements are correct in the 16th question. So this is the simple one. So we find those with the theoretical part also. So we'll move with the 17th one here. In the 17th one, they are asking the questions according to the tables they are making or they are having in the above part. We'll read some. So questions 17 to 19 are based on the following partly shown database tables that are used to store data about systems, subjects, and enrollment details in a school. So this is the question. We'll do the 17th and 18th. Finally, we'll do the 19th. So 3 tables are given here. Then one by one we'll do the basic things. That means we have to identify the primary keys of the above given tables. So student table is given here. The student table is having student ID and the student name, and literally we know the primary key of the student table. The primary key is student ID. And about the subject table, we can choose the subject ID is the primary key. Subject name, teacher name we are having here. An enroll table also here. Enroll mean admitting the students, and they are maintaining the details of the students. Student ID, subject ID, date. In here, we can't take the student ID as the primary key because 1001 and 1001 are repeatedly existing here. Subject ID also having the same problem. S002, S002 is repeating, so we can't make as a primary key here. But both fields we can take as a composite key. So enrollment table is having a primary key, that means student ID plus subject ID. This specialty called as composite key. But anyhow, this student ID is from here. This subject ID is from the subject table. So when we are taking as a individual columns, that means student ID in the enrollment table will be considered as the prior, that means foreign key. So subject ID in the enrollment table is a foreign key because individually they are working as a general keys. As a mergement or the compound, we can take as a primary key. The special type of this primary key we call as composite key. Now we know about the primary key. So what would be the primary key of the enroll table they are asking? Student ID is the foreign key of enroll table. So this won't be the answer. Subject ID also the foreign key we can't take as answer here. Subject ID and the date. The date generally we can't take as answer because in a specific date we can make more than one enrollments. In here also you can see 4 are repeating here. So this won't be a primary key. So the collection of this one also wrong. So final answer will be fourth answer. Student ID and the subject ID. So once we are making as a primary key, we have to worry about the uniqueness of the primary. Primary key values won't repeatedly exist in the table. Then what would be the foreign key of a database? Foreign key means we have to know about that one. That means a particular primary key is existing is a normal key in another table. That one called foreign key. The first answer they are asking about subject ID in the subject table. Subject ID in the subject table is primary key. So this one won't be the answer. Student ID in the student table. Student ID in the student table is primary key. This won't be the answer. Date in the enrollment table. So date is a general field. We can't take as a key here. So this one also wrong answer. So finally you will come with the answer as here. Subject ID in the enroll table. Because subject ID is already a primary key. It's working as a primary key in the subject ID. That is coming under the enrollment table also, enroll table also. In here that is working as a normal one. So this one is a foreign key. So fourth one is the correct answer for this question. So now it's the time we have to move with the 19th. So 19th one they are asking about the particular table also. So I'm erasing this one. You can see in the same window here. So they are asking some questions about the particular subject and what would be the change I have to do for these changements. So in the 19th one, they are asking about the particular student, and the particular student is making some changes in their enrollment. So I'm highlighting this one. So one by one, we'll read and find the answer here. The Shane dropped the geography subject and enrolled for the political science subject. So Shane is the student, right? So we can find the student as Shane. Yeah. So 1004. So his student ID is 1004. He's dropping the political science subject. Sorry, drop the geography subject. Okay. So Shane dropped the geography subject and enrolled for the political science subject. So what about the geography subject? So geography means this one. S004. 1004 and S004. Student ID and the subject ID. And enrolled for the political science subject. Political science subject means here we are having S005. Which table or table should be updated here? So political science subject is having the that is already mentioned here, and geography also mentioned here. You don't have any changes in the subject table. And student table also you don't need to any changes because the Shane is the student we are having already. But only the change will be done in the enrollment table because the new enrollments and the updation of the enrollments will be existing there. So the enrollment table will be the correct answer. So third answer will be the correct answer. So then when we are moving with the next one, 20th one, they are asking the question about the HTML parts. So HTML is generally is a web designing language. In the very basic things we are having in our ordinary level syllabus. Then they are asking about the HTML one is a very basic thing. Which of the following is correct HTML sequence of the web page? So when we are creating a web page, we are having some tags. We call it as tags, tags. And these tags are used to create the content's appearance. So they are asking about the tag sequence which are correct. That means which is the correct tag sequence for the website development. So HTML tag correct sequence means one by one we'll see HTML body title head. So after the body part, we can make any changes in the title or tag head. Because the correct sequence will be HTML, we have to write the head. Within the head tag, we are having title tag. After that, we'll start the body tag. So this one will be the correct answer. So second answer will be the correct. So in here, after the head, your body is fine. Then within the head tag, we are having the title tag. So this one, the wrong one. So head, title, HTML. HTML will be the first one. So the second answer will be the correct one for this one. Okay, then when we are coming under the 21, they're asking about some HTML and the URL and also the hyperlinks. And three statements are given here. We have to find the correct answer for the 21st question. In here, they are asking which of the following statements are correct. So we have to find the correct statement. HTML tags determine how the web pages are displayed in a web browser. HTML tags determine how the web pages are displayed in the web browser. That's one is correct because once you are using your H1 tag, the headings will be displayed in a bold manner and somewhat bigger in the letter size. In the B statement, a URL uniquely identifies a web page on the World Wide Web. So in the www, URL is the particular unique one that is identifying the websites individually. So that's one also correct. The hyperlinks allow to link web pages on the web World Wide Web. Yeah, hyperlinks we can link the web pages as well as documents or video clips or whatever it is. We can link with the World Wide Web everywhere. So A, B, C are all are correct answer for this one. For the 21st question, we can find the answer as fourth one here. So we'll do the question as 22nd. So I'm highlighting this one. They're asking about the hyperlink here and they're asking about the correct answer. Okay, then they're asking about the what is the correct HTML statements for the creating hyperlink to the official web portal for the government of Sri Lanka. http://gov.lk. This is the link for their website. Then A, once you are getting the A tag, the attribute will be HREF. So A tag won't be finished without the HREF. So second one is wrong. When we are coming under the third one, the A is closed here. But another thing is SRC is the attribute of IMG. Generally, we are having IMG and SRC. A URL is the wrong answer. A means HREF should be coming. So fourth one, third one are wrong. So the first one will be the correct answer for this question. So 22nd one, we can find the answer as first one for this one because A means HREF will be the correct answer for the hyperreference. That means hyperlink.